Stupid boy think that I need him.
Hello everyone, it's Andrea. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm so excited. I'm doing my makeup routine, tutorial, whatever. This has been requested mostly in my recent social media posts, like on TikTok and Instagram. You guys have been asking what my updated routine is. I don't know, I feel like I do this video quite often, so I didn't want to do it yet, but I thought it was the perfect time because also, since the last makeup routine that I did, my makeup has kind of changed a lot. This has been my recent everyday makeup. It might be much to a lot of you guys, it might be nothing to some of you guys, but I don't know, this has been like my default face. If you guys have been watching me for a while and want like that natural vibe that I used to do back then, maybe this isn't the best video for you, but I do have past videos where I used to wear like little to no makeup. Now I definitely do a little bit more than I used to. I still consider myself to be a pretty natural gal just because I don't use like foundation, I don't do eyeshadow, I don't do anything big on the lip, I don't do like my brows or anything, but I still do something. But if you're looking for like completely natural, maybe not today. So the first thing I do is I use these Claire's drops. I got these from like Yes Style years ago and now I order them off Amazon, but I loved them. I just use them for the funsies and they're like a statement piece in my makeup routine. I don't know, they just make my makeup feel like more of like a smoother application just because it makes my skin feel just so soft. My skin just feels better with it. Also, it has vitamin C, which is like good for your skin overall. I personally have dry skin. I'm very much more on the dry side, so moisturizer is essential for me, mostly when it comes to I'm gonna wear makeup. So I personally love to use very moisturizing moisturizers, like super hydrating, and one of the ones that I found are like that is the Rich Moisturizer by Curology. You can see this is literally so used. Then I put on sunscreen. This, I can never leave the house without sunscreen. You will never catch me not wearing sunscreen. It is so important. Please do that in your routine. So I've been using this Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. It's SPF 70. I've used this for a long time, but recently I started using the Curology sunscreen. This is SPF 30 and I really like it because it's also very hydrating. Also, I like the fact that these two sunscreens don't have that like super white tint, so you could put a lot, but it's very blendable and like clear. I have dark eyes. I don't necessarily have bags, so I don't have like lines under my eyes, but I have dark circles. So since I do put the most makeup in this eye area, I like to keep it the most hydrated it can be, so the makeup application is just nicer. I use this e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm and I literally just use it under my eyes. Again, I put the most makeup in this area, so having it nice and hydrated helps it a lot. Like during the day, I feel like my makeup just looks a lot better. I use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Pro Filter primer, but I love the hydrating one. This primer I always end up going back to. Out of all the hydrating primers I've used, Fenty's is just top tier. I don't even know if primer works. I've used so many primers and I honestly can't tell if I wear primer if it makes a difference or not, but regardless, this just feels amazing. It's like an extra boost of hydration. I use two concealers. I switch through concealers so often. I always try new ones, but I always end up going back to these Fit Me concealers. So I use two shades of it because this is just like my perfect shade. Again, I have very dark eyes, so I do anything to lighten them. So I use this concealer that is way too light for me. So this is 05 Ivory and I just kind of put that where that darkness is. This brush is the Real Techniques brush. It's the Expert Concealer brush and it's in 210. But I try my hardest to not bring it down because again, I don't love that makeup feeling and I honestly don't feel like I need to use foundation. I think my skin is pretty good, so. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch over to this Maybelline. It's the same concealer. I don't know why except this one is in shade 15, so it's a lot of shades up there. This is more of my actual shade. Just kind of add a little bit more right there. If I'm more on the lazy days, then I probably end up using a beauty blender because this does take some time. So then I go in with my fingers and I'm just gonna blend that out and the warmth of my fingers is gonna like do something. I don't know. I saw people said that. Honestly, this is more of like my makeup routine. This is not really a tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing. Next, I go in with this contour kit, light to medium kit contour, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I stole this from my mom. She still hasn't asked for it back, so I guess I could keep it. But this is such a mom palette to me. Like, of course my mom has this, but I'm not even gonna judge her because it's so good. I love it. I use this shade right here. It doesn't have a name, I don't know, but it's this right here, and I kind of use it to set my concealer. Now with the same palette, I use these two shades. This one is more of like a, it has like more of like a gray tone to it, which I like because it gives like that shadow. So I basically go in with these two, and I just go in at the very depths of my cheeks and kind of maybe bring it up, and I just blend until it's blended. Now my favorite part of my routine, this is literally the part that makes me so happy, it's blush. So I always go with different blushes. It really depends. So I'm going to show you guys my favorite blushes that I always alternate between. I always go back to this Glossier Cloud Paint. It's in Puff. Lately I've been using the Rare Beauty in Lucky. This is the liquid blush. And sometimes I also use the Rare Beauty. This is the cream brush and it's in Nearly Rose. Today I'm gonna be using these two, since these are the ones that I've been using mostly in like my Instagram pictures and everything. So first I go in with Puff. I don't know, it's just so pink and like girly to me. Now I do blend that in with a beauty blender. Again, I like to keep that blush more up there. I do have more of a round face. This is a cream one, and I just get a little bit, again, add it to the high points. Now I'm gonna go back to my contour palette thing, and I'm gonna use the same shades that I used earlier to contour my nose. I kind of do the line right here. I don't know, that just kind of makes that button nose effect, and then I kind of blend it in with my finger. And I use this like angled brush that I got like off Amazon or Shein, and then from like that same pack I do two lines where my nose already is. So this, I don't like make my nose any skinnier or anything. I just follow like my actual bones. This is just to add like actual depth and stuff, since just to add some more like darkness. I've been using this Becca highlighter that I got a long time ago. This is an opal. So I'm gonna get a little bit of that, and I just put that at the very tip of my nose, and then I just get a little bit more and do the high points of my face. So like right here, and I also do in my inner corner, but that's until later. Now to set all of this, I use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. While that dries, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I don't feel the need to fill in my eyebrows or anything. All I do is use the e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara thing, but it's brow gel. I don't know, I've been using this for so long, and all I do is brush up my eyebrows, and so they stay like this all day. I feel like brows do so much for you. Like, I feel like that just changed my whole face. And that is my base complete. Now it's on to my eyes. So for my eyeballs, the things I use is my eyelash curler. I change with eyelash curlers all the time. I always am using a new one. This one is a Revlon one I got years ago. It's literally like broken, and I use this that I got from Shein. I think you can get them off Amazon, you can get them off Target, Walmart, literally anywhere. I've seen them in so many places. This just helps separate my lashes and kind of put them into place. The mascara I use and will always use, and I swear by, is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. Lately I've been using this tattoo liner that was sent to me. This is a waterproof liquid liner. It's in Trooper Black. Okay guys, so now I'm done with my eyes, kind of. So I'm done with my mascara, but we're not fully done yet. So the last thing to almost be done, the eyeliner. So I use this liquid liner. Basically all I do is I make one line heading up to the end of my brow. That's kind of like my guideline. One line, and then I just connect it. And sometimes I like to make the line really skinny. Sometimes I like to make the wing really thick. It's kind of whatever kind of happens. I'm still playing around with eyeliner and seeing kind of what I like with my eye shape. So let's just see whatever happens today happens. This is definitely going to be a little hard to film just because this literally is like, I don't know, it kind of happens randomly, but I hope you guys can see. Okay, so I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Usually it's really easy to do my eyeliner, honestly, but I think I was like thinking too much about it and I got a little stressed. So then I go back in with the Becca highlighter and I do my inner corner. Okay, now for the final step, it's my lips. So I like my lips to be fairly natural. I don't like putting stuff on my lips because it ends up just coming off throughout the day. To me, it's like useless. I use this Maybelline shaping lip liner. This is in 125 and I just line my lips. I hate having chapped lips, so I just put on this Vaseline Lip Therapy, and this also kind of blends that lip liner together. And to finish the look off, I use this L'Oreal lip thing. I found this at Ulta and I've been obsessed. It's a colored lip oil thing. I don't know, it's so cool, but it looks like lip gloss. Like, it looks like I just put a thin layer of lip gloss on. And that's pretty much it. This is my makeup look. I don't know, I personally love it. This is just kind of what I do every day. It doesn't matter where I'm going. I love you guys, and bye.